million new soldiers to prepare for a war with Trump. In the light of Kim Jong-un's threats to tame President Trump with fire last week, the North Korean army just received an additional 4.7 million troops. Millions of young men and women have rushed to the recruitment booths, brainwashed into thinking that their leader is the good guy. Tensions are at an all-time high between President Trump and North Korea, as the war of words continues to blaze on. The UN tried imposing sanctions onto North Korea, and that didn't stop them from pursuing their nuclear weapons program. South Korea and Japan have displayed military might in an attempt to intimidate them. It did nothing. The United States has also issued sanctions onto North Korea, which coupled with the UN sanctions has sliced their country's trade by nearly 70%, and yet still, the tyrannical mini-monster is too stubborn to be tamed. As President Trump said, it may appear that North Korea only understands one thing. USA Today reports. North Korea claims that 4.7 million of its citizens have volunteered to join or re-enlist in the military since leader Kim Jong-un threatened to tame President Trump with fire last week, North Korean state media reported. Millions of young men and 1.22 million women said they wanted sign up to counter the U.S. since Friday, the Rodong Sinmun newspaper reported. Pyongyang has previously claimed that North Koreans have volunteered to join the military as part of propaganda campaigns to boost solidarity, according to South Korean news agency Yonhap. China, Pyongyang's most important ally, on Thursday ordered North Korean companies in the country and joint ventures with Chinese firms to close within 120 days of the passing of the latest round of UN sanctions on September 12. The United Nations Security Council also voted unanimously to ban North Korean textile exports, and to severely cut down on fuel supplies following their sixth nuclear test. Again, despite these massive sanctions, North Korean officials seem 100% convicted on starting a third world war. Fortunately, Mad Dog Mattis is Trump's right-hand man for military strategy, and the retired four-star general is not one to be trifled with. Silence is Consent previously reported that the Secretary of Defense has expressed his desire to resolve things diplomatically, but he has also noted that if no solution can be met, North Korea will be met with the full might of the U.S. military. The no-bones general is known for his direct and surgically precise style of both speaking and waging warfare, hence his nickname Mad Dog. So when he just issued this statement about our willingness to go to war with North Korea, he certainly lived up to his reputation. Mattis emphasized that while America would certainly rather deal with Kim Jong-un diplomatically, either through UN sanctions or other methods, we are by no means putting military action off the table. He stated that the goal is to keep the North Korean crisis in the diplomatic realm as long as possible, urging that America and its allies should try to find a way to solve this diplomatically. Joseph Dunford, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, explained our strategy in depth during his press conference earlier today. When Secretary of State Rex Tillerson came in last year, people told him that there were two things he couldn't do anything about, Dunford said. One was that nuclear weapons were inextricably linked to the survival of their regime in North Korea, they wouldn't trade away nuclear weapons. The second is that China wouldn't cooperate. Secretary Tillerson is testing those two assumptions because the alternatives are dire. He added that America has been pressuring North Korea to denuclearize, and that we've been working very closely with the Chinese. He also noted that Secretary Tillerson has been relentless in dealing with the Chinese over the past few months, to get them to cooperate. As tensions rise and tempers rage on, many Americans are concerned that North Korea could end up causing the largest war of the 21st century. China, Russia, Japan, and South Korea all have something to win, or lose, if North Korea does in fact start a third world war, but one thing is for certain, if UNGs decide to attack U.S. territories.